Hello students, today we are going to study lesson number 5 of EVS. The name of the chapter is Wonderful World of Bholu. This chapter gives knowledge about different kinds of animals and their habitat, such as some animals which are living in water, some are living on land and some are living on land as well as in water, etc. Habitat means the natural home or environment of an animal. Let's start the lesson. There is a boy named Bholu who has gone for a walk by pond today. Let us also go with him and learn something new. Now observe the picture you have seen. Bholu is standing near a pond and having conversation with fish. Bholu is amazed by seeing a beautiful fish named Mintu in the pond and requesting her to come out and play with him. Fish replied that she is unable to come out of water as she cannot breathe on land. That means fish cannot live without water. Likewise, Bholu cannot respire in water. Fish taught Bholu that each one has his own place of living. Like fish, many other animals are living in water. Animals that live in water are called aquatic animals. Most aquatic animals breathe through gills except whales and dolphins, which breathe through lungs. Most aquatic animals have fins or paddles that help them to swim. For example, fish, octopus, turtle and crab, etc. They have streamlined bodies which make them easy to live in water. Now, Bholu moved on and he finds a squirrel on a tree named Chinchi. Now, Bholu requesting Chinchi squirrel to come down and play with him. Squirrel accepted his request and ready to get down from the tree to play with him. Squirrel told Bholu that squirrels live on land and make their nest on trees. Bholu is happy to know this and asks to the Chinchi squirrel that why she cannot live in water like Mintu fish. Chinchi squirrel tells Bholu that she cannot live in water like fish as she is a land animal and she cannot respire in water. Like squirrel, some other animals are there which live on land but spend most of their time on trees. Those animals are called arboreal animals. Movements such as climbing, swinging or gripping on trees are examples of arboreal adaptation. For example, monkeys, koala bears, leopards, chameleon, etc. Arboreal animals have sharp claws to climb up and down the branches and usually have strong muscular limbs and a tail for holding onto the branches. Some characteristics of arboreal animals are land animals but spend most of time on trees as I already discussed with you and have claws, strong arms and legs to climb on trees. Now Bholu walked ahead and met Dugmug tortoise. Bholu asked Dugmug where he is going. Dugmug replied that he feels too hot so he is going into the pond to take rest and to get relief from the heat. Bholu surprised and asked the Dugmug that how can he live in water when he is a land animal, as Chinchi told him that animals who live on land cannot live in water. So Bholu is little bit confused. Dugmug tortoise took away Bholu's confusion and told that Chinchi is correct but there are some exceptional animals which can live both on land as well as in water. They are known as amphibians. For example, frog, crocodile, earthworm, centipede, etc. Amphibians have multicellular vertebrates that live both on land and in water. They are first cold-blooded animals to have appeared on land. And you know, that there are about 3000 species of these type of animals. They have two pairs of limbs for locomotion, that is hind limbs and forelimbs. They have webbed feet. They breathe with lungs as well as gills. They respire through lungs and skin also. They are cold-blooded animals. Now, what are cold-blooded animals? Cold-blooded animals are those animals whose regulation of body temperature depends on external sources. They lay many eggs. Now you are thinking that why they lay so many eggs? Because only some of the eggs which they laid gets fertilized. Now Bholu was walking ahead and met Kittu Pigeon. Kittu Pigeon asked Bholu that why he is looking confused. Is he alright? Bholu replied that he met with Mintu fish, Chinchi squirrel and Dugmug tortoise, and all three claims their different place of living. Like fish can live in water only. Likewise, squirrel live only on land, but tortoise claims that it can live both in water and on land. Now Pigeon Kittu explained to Bholu that there is nothing to get confused with. Some walk on land, some fly in the sky, and some may walk and swim as well. Then Bholu asked to Pigeon Kittu that where he lives. Do pigeons walk or swim? Pigeon says to Bholu that he is a flying bird and come on ground to pick grains. Pigeons usually live in the nest which they make in the hollows of well, houses or walls or trees. So it means the animals that can fly and spend a lot of their time in the air are called aerial animals. For example, eagle, owl, sparrow, pigeon, etc. They reproduce by laying eggs. They have very light bodies, that is why they are able to fly, and they have hollow and light bones which are covered with feathers. Mostly they fly with their wings. Now how does the feather important for aerial animals? Feathers maintains the body temperature of these animals. When the birds fly, it flaps its wings down, the feathers move together, then as it moves its wings up, the feathers move apart to allow air to pass through. The motion of the feathers helps the birds to fly. Now students, you are thinking that what is the difference between wings and feathers? Isn't it? So children, feathers and wings are two different things. Wings are the part of a body that make bird fly and control the speed and direction, whereas feathers are the soft material that almost completely cover most birds. The feathers give the bird its color. These are mainly two wings in a bird, whereas feathers are uncountable. Then the Bholu moved ahead and met Hathi Dada. Hathi Dada asked Bholu where he is going and what happened to him. Bholu replied that it is good to see you, Hathi Dada. Now let me get out of my confusion. Hathi Dada asked Bholu to say his confusion. Bholu tell Hathi Dada that it is very strange that fish lives in water, squirrel lives on land, and the tortoise lives on land as well as in water. Hathi Dada explained to him that there is nothing to be strange in this. Everyone has habitat according to their adaptation. Hathi Dada explains that the one which lives on land are terrestrial, the one who lives in water are aquatic, the one who flies in the sky are aerial, and those who lives on land and in water as well are identified as an amphibian. Bholu now understood very well about the different types of animals. Hathi Dada also explains to Bholu that not only in animals but diversities can be seen among plants as well. Now Bholu understands that not only by appearance variation seen by habitat and adaptation as well. Now Bholu learns that diversity seen among plants and animals not only due to appearance and habitat but with respect to the importance also. So here I conclude the chapter, and if you have any queries regarding this chapter, feel free to ask in our interactive video session. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Bye bye. Take care.